The new museum is the latest addition to the art houses in Lagos, and they tell us what they have in their kitty.
It's been the storehouse of treasures. Since its establishment in 1957 by the English archaeologist Kenneth Murray, there has been many calls for the National Museum at Onikon to be upgraded. It appears that call has been heard as government officials and art enthusiasts gather in Lagos to prepare the path for a befitting edifice that can be prided as a national museum and be able to accommodate about 47,000 artifacts.
The Lagos State government has agreed to partner with federal government to rehabilitate the National Theatre. And only recently, is in talks also, the Lagos State government is also in talks with the Ministry of Sports over the National Stadium. But what we're here to do today, I think, is historic in the sense that we are striking a partnership between the state and the federal government in a manner that will be able to preserve our arts, preserve our culture, and then build a museum that will be truly worthy of our country, of our heritage.
At the presentation of the museum possibilities as well as the unveiling of a design for a new world-class museum, artifacts that are in the museum were displayed for everyone to see. The green treasures in the new museum show in Lagos reveal what's in the storehouse. Some of the earliest works, such as the head clay, which is part of the Nok culture, one of the earliest examples of sophisticated sculpture in Africa. The pierced triangular eyes with arched eyebrows, pierced mouth, nose and ears are all typical of the Nok style, and one can tell the male from the female head clays just by looking at the works of art. And there's more where that came from. They show all the earliest civilizations, from the Benin bronze works to Igboku to Ife heads. Space has been a major obstacle as most of the works are cramped into the store so people cannot enjoy what lies within.
We've got to think about how we can ensure that when this museum is built, we create interactive programs and get the populace involved and get them interested in sustaining this museum so that it's not just an edifice by itself. It will create interactive programs and ensure we attract those who have interest and create an issue of enlightenment. We must continuously enlighten the populace to ensure that they see the benefits of having the museum and they take part in sustaining the museum.
Creating a conducive environment will enable children and foreigners better appreciate Nigeria's rich history and culture. Many here believe that every society must cherish its historical antecedents because they serve as a source of inspiration for succeeding generations to discover and take pride in their identity.
It has become very imperative that we take a step back and revisit our history. It has become important that we renew our efforts to preserve and protect our history and historical artifacts. All over the world, museums preserve historical heritage and serve as reference points for knowledge and research. In many places, museums are a vital part of the tourism promotion industry, thereby creating economic opportunities for the government and people.
While the Lagos State government believes it has become imperative that we take a step back and revisit our history, The Director General of the National Commission for Museums and Monuments, Yusuf Abdallah Usman, insists that Nigerian artifacts stand tall anywhere in the world.
There is no collection of artifacts anywhere in the world from Africa will be complete without artifacts from Nigeria. You go to any museum in the world with African collections, the large percentage of what they have comes from Nigeria. And one of the reasons that they advance to us for refusing to give back to us these artifacts which were strictly removed from Nigeria, some of them of course had been taken illegally, but the large majority of the artifacts that have left Nigeria were strictly removed. And one of the reasons advanced by these people for not returning these artifacts is they always ask us, where are you going to put these objects?
The discussions have begun, but a lot of the art enthusiasts are anxious to see this vision become a reality so that the thousands of objects and artifacts in the storage facilities can find a befitting home.